Hey guys, it is February 21st, 2010. Several little things. I'm going to try to squeeze this into about a 5 or 6 minute video. I've got a lot of stuff to talk about. The LA City Council has decided to cut another 3,000 jobs, and I guess that's on top of 1,000 that they're already discussing about cutting. So there's 4,000 jobs right there. And I know most of you have heard about I guess it's a few days old, the 470,000 some jobs, new jobless claims. So this just adds more fuel to the fire. And it's not good news. Also, U.S. wholesale prices rose, double the expected amount, 1.4%. And that is, yeah, like I said, it's double the amount that the analysts were expecting, and so that tells me that there's inflation going back into the system. And you know, when Ben Bernanke was asked about all these trillions of dollars that are being held in banks ready to be pumped into the system, he says they're not in it yet. But he was, I believe it was Alan Grayson that was questioning him, and Bernanke said that the money's not into the system yet, and he said, Grayson said, well, when it does go into the system, how are we going to avoid inflation? And, you know, Bernanke said, interest rates. That's how we're going to pull the money back out of the system. And I think it's going to reflect the 80s when that happened, interest rates at 20% or plus. You know, talk about collapsing an economy. I mean, they're restricting lending right now. You jump the rates after this inflation hits to control inflation, they're going to raise interest rates. After that happens, you know, nobody's going to go near a bank. So that's just going to add fuel to the fire. Doesn't make any sense. And then that's where it tells you they're between a rock and a hard spot. And they're starting to scramble. Also, something interesting about the FDIC, they're opening up it's on Patriot Trading Group, if you want to go there and look at the article. It says, I can read it to you here, FDIC opens a massive new office near Chicago just to handle the coming tidal wave of Midwest bank closings they are expecting. Is the Midwest able to see a massive wave of bank closings? This is apparently what the FDIC is expecting. The FDIC is opening a massive new satellite office in the Chicago area that will be dedicated to managing receiverships or bank closings and liquidating assets from failed Midwest banks. This new facility will occupy 7 floors of an 11-floor building. The office space that the FDIC is leasing is well over 100,000 square feet. So they plan on doing some work, and I guess they're going to hire 500 people to take on this project that they see coming. I don't know. They're apparently expecting more bank closures. And I had a question. 2 years ago, I learned that the Federal Reserve stopped reporting M3 statistics, which is the money supply. They stopped giving those out to the public. Now, why would they do that? The American people are in the dark on a lot of things, and this is just another one that they're in the dark in. Other countries were hearing about this before we even heard about it. There was a paper in Europe that was telling their people to get ready for harder times because of what the Fed did with the M3 statistics. They're not wanting us to know the money supply that they're pumping into the system. And that's been, yikes, 3 years ago. 06, 4 years ago. So we have no idea, guys. We don't know how much inflation is in the system. And when it hits, I think it's going to hit hard. And so, you know, I don't know how you are, how your plans are financially, but it's going to get tough. And again, I think it's going to come down to where are you going to put your trust? If it's in your money, I think you're going to be in for some hard times. I think we need to put more of our trust in God in these times that we're living. So He's the only one that's going to be able to sustain us through this. I do believe in being self-sufficient, to a certain point, but that only goes so far. When things completely fall apart, I think we're going to need to lean on someone that has this whole thing under control and that knows what's going on. I think that's all the news I had. The last video I uploaded, it took 4 hours. And if anybody has an idea of why it's taken that long, I would appreciate some info. You can go ahead and comment on this. I'd appreciate to hear from you. I might post another one. We finished the job we were working on, the fireplace, and we still haven't had any phone calls coming in, so I might post a few videos this week. Anyway, guys, take care. Hope you had a good weekend, and we'll probably talk to you in the next couple days. God bless. Bye.